All right, folks, I am back with an update here. Hopefully, you guys have had a good couple of weeks since I last spoke to you. So here we go. I'm going to go as briefly as I can. We're getting to that crazy time of year where we have some changes to our schedule with Keystone testing, different trips, and AP testing, and all this other stuff. So it tends to get a little bit chaotic here. At this point in time, hopefully, students are done all the way through Module 7. That was due a couple weeks ago. Module 8 is what is supposed to be due by the end of this week here. So, in looking at grading and stuff like that, we have some students doing a great job. We have quite a few that are already through Module 9. However, there's some that are not. So, today I went through and I marked any items that were missing from Module 6 as missing. If you look at the Power School gradebook, that enters as a 0. Again, as long as students complete that work, it'll be graded without any type of penalty or anything like that. All right. So we are kind of quickly approaching our end of year, right, with having about half of a month left here. So that gentle little nudge or whatever it might take to make sure it's completed would be greatly appreciated. The last time I spoke to you all, we talked a little bit about this module 7. I wanted to get into module 8. We're talking a little bit more about different driving scenarios or situations that you might find yourself in. So, talk a little bit about some weather related things, such as hydroplaning. If you look at some of these other things, we're talking about driving at night. One of the things with having a permit is you're supposed to get so many hours practicing driving at night. There's some people that really struggle with nighttime blindness, things like that. So it does a pretty good job of explaining what we should look for, especially in that IPDE process. Adverse driving conditions, again, kind of driving, especially in poor weather, things like that. Then we get into more of what I would call situational or your environment. So driving on the expressway, driving in more of a rural or country setting, driving in more of a city setting. The assignments in this one, there's actually only 3 of them. That is this urban driving video. So it talks about driving in a city setting and what to do when in that scenario. Entering the expressway, students are going to actually describe what they would do to successfully merge onto the expressway. Also, going to talk about some problems. And then there's a quiz at the end. There's 15 questions. They have to get 12 correct. So, not a ton of work necessarily in this one, but a lot of information to be shared. The last module, I'll get into it. I'll send one more of these out here. Is this different driver conditions? And you can see that includes alcohol, drugs, drowsiness, distracted driving, all those things will be the last module that we look at. Again, if you could help with the completion of work, I would greatly appreciate it. Hope you all have a great week. I'll be back in a week or two going over the last module. And then after that, I'll have one more video that kind of explains the end of the semester. So, again, hope you have a great week. Take care.